Let's go. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Let's go. Texoma. Woo. Santo. Let's go. Yeah. I just heard he doesn't have a shirt on. I would not be able to do that. You do not want to see that. I am not in that shape. Trust me. Hey, good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing? How about the team in OKC? Hopefully they can hear us, and just excited to be here, with this and having some. What I would tell you, we don't have some fun, especially during tough times, it's gonna be crazy. So I don't know if you're familiar with El Santo. It's actually a Hall of Famer. And I grew up with this, with this guy, watching him and all of that, back in the 80s and 90s. He actually has a son that does the same thing. So I thought it would just be fun since everyone is gonna be doing something different. I said, you know what, we're gonna do that. But you know what, now let's go back into serious business, right? Everyone knows here that this is prop, from that standpoint. So I'm gonna take this out. Probably my hair, the little that I have, it will be all messed up. But it's all good. So, hey, I know we have some new employees. So before I start, first of all, if you're new with the organization, can you stand up here and also in OKC? Welcome to US Foods. Welcome to US Foods. You came to the right place at the right time, where we have fun and we deliver our key results. That's our job, what I would say. And I will welcome everyone, here. So thank you for joining the team. And my name is Eduardo Martinez, and I am the area president for Texoma, based out of here in Dallas, upstairs. And I travel between here, OKC, and sometimes, in Rosemont. But really excited to be here and talk to you a little bit about where we are from a company, from a region, from an area, and then the market. I think it's important for everyone to know and understand how we're doing, right? So that we can get, behind the key results. So I'm gonna start with that. Here's the agenda. I know we have a lot of surprises. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna talk about local results and updates. Scoop, right? It's a big item. This is our advantage to the competitions. They don't have it, we have it. We have some fun with that, and we sell a lot of product. So let's get behind that. And then let's get ready to rumble. Royal Rumble competition. I saw a small preview yesterday, and it's actually pretty cool. I was part of the test, and I think you guys are gonna like that. And then the breakouts, right? So I know Paige is gonna walk you through that, and Tiffany also. So for OKC, I know you guys are set up over there. I spoke with Daniel probably about 3 minutes ago, and I think everyone is in the room. So thank you for all the hard work for both markets. There's a lot going on, and I know we have a lot of work to do to catch this 2024. Now, what I would tell you, and you guys are gonna be surprised, right? It's already almost mid-March, and Q1 is gonna be over. 2024 Q1 will be over, which is kind of crazy, from that standpoint. But let me start with a culture story. At US Foods, we always celebrate our culture. That's one of the reasons I came here, from a culture perspective, a lot of passion, people-oriented, and with a lot of knowledge, So I actually would like to recognize the Dallas operations team, led by Isaac Torres, and they have been recognized for 2 quarters in a row, Q3 and Q4, with their Excellence to Commitment Award, which means that they achieved their AFR and IFR, the accident injury rate, and the injury frequency rate. They accomplished their on-time, commitment, and then inventory adjustments and the cost control, which is most important. So they built a lot of momentum, and they actually have a great 2024. And what I would tell you, the inbound team has 2,149 days of injury-free. That's pretty amazing. They are weeks away, yes. They are weeks away from accomplishing a 6-year, mark of injury-free. Their fleet department has 1,790 days and they are 35 days away from their 5-year milestone of injury-free. So I'm going to actually be sharing that with the country here at 10 o'clock with the direct-to-field call. If you're familiar with that, I'm going to share that story. And then if I go into transportation and outbound, we go from 30 days to 120 days of safety injury-free. So I would like to recognize them for that. Safety is a priority. It's not going to go away. We did better in 2023 in Texoma, but we have a lot of work to do, from that standpoint. So I wanted to start with safety. Here's our journey, right? How do we become the undisputed best as a company? And I'm going to show you some of the numbers. Here's the platform, right? I just talked about culture. We always start with culture. Service. We're going to go and build relationships with fact-based selling, and service is critical. And I know there's been some opportunities from a service standpoint, mainly in OKC, that we're working hard to make sure that we deliver our commitment to, to be excellent with that. And then growth. We need the growth. We probably need about a 12% growth in 2024 to deliver our EBITDA plan. And I'm going to show you that number. We have a final number as of 3 weeks. It's a pretty big number. We never done this, but what I would tell you, which falls into profit, I really believe we have the people, the process, and the tools in place to go and make it happen and to accomplish our number with that. So that being said, here's where we are, right? Everyone knows red is bad, yellow, hey, we're in the middle, and green is good. Safety, I just talked to you about a great story in Dallas, and OKC had also been performing, and they had a good 2023. They brought that momentum into 2024, and we're actually green, from a safety standpoint. In food combined metric on service, we're yellow. We did not hit that number, and I'm going to show you the numbers by market right now. But as an area, we're not there. There's a lot of work being done to make sure that we get into green, with that. And the on time, we're a little bit short, but we're not 88. So we're red. And there we can probably say we're yellow, but we're going to leave it at red. And then on EBITDA, we had a really rough start this year. And if you ask me, I learned a long time ago in my previous life, you get to play the weather card once a year. We actually played that weather card already in P1. Everyone knows. And actually also in OKC, where we had really tough weather, even here in Dallas, DFW. So we're going to play that card. We were soft. We lost about, $500,000 on EBITDA, which is the profit for the company. But hey, it was P1. We can always recover. I would rather go through that early in the year. We have plenty of time to recover. So Dallas is yellow, OKC red, and as an area, we're actually red. What is the target for 2024 for Texoma? $101 million of EBITDA. We did $93.5 million of EBITDA last year. The year before that, we did about 85, and then the year before that, we did 78. So you can see the growth, double-digit growth. It's going to be a challenge, but I know, like I mentioned before, with the people that we have, the process, the tools, everything, and other better things coming throughout the year, I feel confident that we're going to hit the 101. So what do you guys think? Are we going to hit it? Oh, yeah. Let's make some noise, guys. Come on, OKC, are we going to hit it? Let's go get that 101. Now, where are we at? You can say, hey, year to date, here's where we are. Here's the Texoma. I'm not going to drain this, and we will probably do more work on the town hall meetings that we will have every quarter. But if you see safety is green, we talk a little bit about service between red and yellow. I mentioned 88. We're at 86.7 from Texoma. And then the adjusted EBITDA. You're going to see there, we definitely have some opportunities. But I'm going to go into Dallas. Dallas, from an EBITDA perspective, year to date, we're actually down about $500,000 in Dallas. We're not really behind, but we're still down $500,000. OKC is down about $1 million. So year to date, we're down about $1.5, $1.6 million that I really believe with the period 3 and how we have these first 2 weeks of the period, I think we're going to be able to recover half of that. If we can recover half of that and go into P4, with at least only down $750,000, we can easily recover that in P4. So there's a lot of plans in place, right? This meeting being one of them, to make sure that we go and accomplish that. So you can see, a lot of numbers in there. There's a lot of red. Last year, we also had a rough start. It was red and yellow. And as we went through Q1 and Q2, the scorecard was looking green, and that's what we want. OKC, the same thing, great, with safety. Service, they're really red. There's a lot of people involved to make sure that we, fix that. And I know different functions are here today, and working with OKC. And then from an EBITDA perspective, you can see it's all red. So we have some work to do, but I feel confident that we can go and accomplish that. So I wanted to take just this 10 minutes, have some fun with everyone, provide a quick state of the area, from a business perspective, and let's go get the numbers. Let's go get the numbers. We can do that. Now, control what you can control, right? There's a lot of things that can happen, like in P1, we couldn't control the weather. That's Mother Nature. It is what it is. But what we have in our hands, let's go and control that. So I'm calling RSMs, DSMs, please provide the help and support to the TMs to ensure that we go and make it happen. And then TMs, raise your hand, ask questions, ask for help and support. We're here to help and support. And I would tell you, that's the culture that we want, right? We're not here to go and get anyone, and here's what we're trying to do. That's what the staff in Texoma wants to do, and we want to make sure that you are successful. If you're successful, we're going to be successful. And if we are, I can tell you the region is going to be successful. Just to give you a quick example, we didn't hit the numbers in P2. The region didn't hit the number in P2, the central region. P1, we didn't hit the number in Texoma. The region didn't hit the number in Texoma. So what does that tell you? We are the biggest area in the central region, and if we don't hit the numbers, it's going to be really hard to achieve and accomplish the numbers as a region. So they need us. We want, we're here, and we're going to go and make it happen. And just to end, just remember, have fun. It's about people. It's about execution. It's about building the cross-functional relationships. And at the end of the day, we're always open for ideas. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and introduce the Paige Reed. Go ahead. Woo!
Come on. All right, I get to talk about my favorite two subjects. All right, so President's Cup update. Who here wants to go to the trip?
Woo!
Me too. All right, who here is going on President's Cup this year? You're in Oklahoma, raise your hand too. Let's give them a round of applause, guys. Okay, let's talk about some of the changes that are coming and things that you can expect. So just like last year. Oh, my mic's not on, guys. Hold on. Okay, now I'm mic'd up. So just like last year, in Sioux, you'll find the President's Cup tracking. There has been a delay in getting the report up and running, but it should be up in the next week or two. So as soon as it is up and running, you better believe your DSMs will be sending it out, because we're all watching to see who's going to go this year. So it's just the same thing. You go and you find the President's Cup section in your little 9 box, and then you can kind of see where you rank. Now, let's test your knowledge. How many people go from the area? Hold on. Pause.
Is it on?
I think so. Am I on now?
Oh.
Mic check 1 2 1 2.
I think there's a 20-second delay, so just so that we can let them know.
Oh, so talk slower. I'm not. You guys got my joke. You guys got my joke. It's all right. Love you, OKC. Got it. Got it. Okay. All right. Sorry. Girls got jokes this morning. I had a lot of coffee. Okay. So how many from each market go? How many? Anyone else want to combat that? I had 5 over here, 2 over here, 4 over here. You're all wrong. 3. 3 people go. 3 people go. Okay. So if you are in, how much money do you have to sell annually? How many groceries do you have to sell to be in the top tier? Anybody know? Nope. No. Did you say 24 million? Oh, Mark Wheeler. Yeah, you got to be Mark Wheeler to be a top tier. I like that. Did you hear that, Mark? Shout out. 10. No. 10.9 last year. Hopefully someone in OKC got the number right. It is $11 million annually to be in the top tier. $11 million. Raise your hand if you sold more than $11 million last year. Nice and high. Let's not be shy, okay? We're trying to go to Madrid here. All right. So what is the one thing that you guys have to focus on outside of just your normal growth? TGP. Because how many top tier sellers go next year? 80. Your e-com, you're ahead of me. So e-com this year has to be at what, folks? 75%. Who is at 75%? Raise your hand, big, tall. Raise your hands. Okay, now I'm not going to ask you to raise your hand if you're not at 75%, but raise your hands again. Call these folks. See how you can get to 75 because we all want to go to President's Cup this year. Fair? All right, so a couple things for national sales here. So there are 2 area business development managers going, 2 national sales managers, 2 vice president of national sales, and 1 region vice president of national sales. So they 17 account executives will go, and it is case growth over 2024 and EB penetration over 2024 and fresh case growth. Woo, that's a lot. Who else can remember all of your President's Cup metrics? This is like the most important thing we talk about, guys. Fresh, what else? Scoop, what else? EB, what else? COP, that's in fresh, good job. What else? Cases, what else? One more. Ecom, thank you, Michael Zhang, appreciate you. So we've got to focus on hitting the President's Cup metrics. Bonus question, are your case targets the same thing as your President's Cup metrics? No. So you can be putting so much money in the bank and still not qualify for President's Cup. So make sure you're paying attention to both. Got it? Cool. All right, let's talk about Reach for the Beach. Okay, bonus question. Who wants to go to Jamaica? I want to go to Jamaica too. We're doing the Hyatt Zilara this year. I don't know if you guys went on we did the Hyatt Zilara is the one we went into in the Dominican too. So it's the same kind of experience and feel. It's going to be super top tier. So we have at the market level, there are 3 flights of TMs just like we do here. We have DSMs go compete at the area level. RSMs, I get to compete against other RSMs from the rest of the region, and the national level, the MAEs compete against all the MAEs. And then the AEs, national sales managers, you guys all compete at the region level as well. Okay, so a couple things. It's mostly the same as last year. Couple important aspects that are new. So first off, your case growth is worth ½ point. The new part here, which is super important that you guys see, is that the Stockyards cases, there's a list that we'll send out to you. It says 35. I looked through it last night. We don't stock all 35, but we stock the majority of them. You get 35 points for every case sold over your baseline. 35 points for every case sold over your baseline for that product. My belt's coming off, guys. I'm not meant to be a wrestler. For EB, you get 1 point, and for Scoop, you get 3. So let me just ask you a question. So if you sell 1 case over your case baseline and it happens to be Stockyards, how many points do you get? No. 36.5. It is an EB case, it is a new case, and it is a Stockyards case. So figure out, the game of these games, guys, are figuring out how to stack points. Stack the points. Does that make sense? Everybody's good? Okay, now this next section is super important that you guys understand. The new accounts, and how do you get a qualified new account? Well, if you have an unassisted account that you're opening, you get 1,200 bonus points. 1,200 points for every non-NBM assisted. Now, we don't want you to leave the NBMs out because the NBMs are competing too. And we love to team up here, so we wanted to make sure that you guys got 400 bonus points for every NBM assisted qualified account that has a MOXie rate, a MOXie order guide of 85% or higher. Or 80, I'm sorry, 80% or higher. Make sense? Michael. Oh, such a great question. Who wants to answer that? 30 cases. What? Go ahead. 13 weeks. I got to take this belt off, guys. It's driving me insane. Hey, Ozzy, I'm going to give you have to hold my belt, okay? All right, so qualified accounts, 30 cases, an average of seven batting average classes, 7 PIM classes. Over what period of time, guys? 13 weeks. So if you open an account that ships 30 cases and ships a batting average of 7 PIM classes in the very first week of the 13 weeks, what do you have to do until the end? Carry it to the end. Just want to make sure that we don't get anyone who's like, hey, I thought this was qualified because that very first week I shipped those 7 PIM classes, but then every single week since then you haven't. That make sense? Know who your qualified accounts are. It comes out every single week on the tracking. Make sure to double check it. Whoever, not that we would ever find an error in any kind of tracking that we've ever done on any kind of promotion, but double check it. And then the expand share. Okay, first of all, let me just plead with you guys. Do you guys know how much I lost to Austin by? Oklahoma, you too. Like 200 points. Do you know how many people didn't do their expand share training? You know how many points I would have gotten if you would have? 350 points. So raise your hand if you want me to be excited to fix a problem for you in the tracking when you call. Raise your hand. You want me to enthusiastic? Oh, thank you. So can you please do your dang expand share trainings so I can have all of my free points? Is that fair to ask? Okay. And if you haven't, not that I would do this. Not saying I would. But if we get to the end and you're calling me asking me about changing tracking, I'm gonna pull up your expand share points. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna make it right anyways. But I would appreciate it if you guys did your expand share points because they count pretty large for both Carrie, Kincaid, and me. New elements, we already talked about this. AEs. So if you're an AE in the room, you get to play for sure, right? So you have half a point for your case growth. Your fresh cases are 2 points over your COP baseline. Your EB cases are 2 points a case. Your scoop is 5 points, and then there's a list of some vendor items that rank anywhere from 1 point to 2 points, kind of depending on the vendor item. But that list will be available to you guys by the end of, probably by the beginning of next week. I've seen it already. I'm just not sure if it's come out in the national communication yet. And then also you guys, your national sales managers, are collecting expand share points just like you are. So please make sure that you guys are doing your expand share points as well. Got it? Okay, NBMs and area business development managers. So we have 2 NBMs, and I don't know how many ABDMs. Just one? 2. Thank you. 2 ABDMs can win, but to get here, you have to open 2 qualified accounts if you're on the local side, and 3 qualified or $400,000 in new sales on the national side. Okay? And then you guys have kind of the same metrics as everyone else does, right? We're focusing on case, fresh, EB, scoop, and specific items. So if you are an NBM and you need extra cases, you should probably partner up with the TM so you guys can figure out a penetration strategy for those accounts that you guys are assisting in opening. Make sense? Okay, bonus, do your expand share. Thank you. MAEs. MAEs are competing at the region level. We have more MAEs than most regions do. When I'm looking at you, you can go and party with us in Jamaica, right? So you get all your focus for this time period is converting to EB. Find everything EB you can grab and convert over to EB. Why do we want to convert over to EB, people? Because we make more money. All right. Sprints. There are a couple sprint focuses. We make more money. No, so the sprint focus. So the sprint focus, they're really easy this time. They are all around scoop. So you'll notice it is 800 or 200. Who has actually read the rules yet? Anybody? That's okay. So if you're over 35% by the end of 2 weeks and you're leading the area, leading our area, you get $800. If you're not over 35% and you're leading the area, you get $200. Does that make sense? You can apply that logic for the next round. The next round, if you're leading the area after 4 weeks and you're over 35%, you get $600. I feel like we should just start making the check out to Don Thurston right now. Well, Blake's coming for you. If you're not over 35%, you get $200. There is a mystery sprint at the end. Don't ask me. I don't know. They don't tell me those kinds of things. Well, for the prize, there are top 10 pen play, top 14 AEs per region. So your sprint focus is penetration focused, and if you are the top for the area, or I'm sorry, for the region, you get a $500 bonus. Do you guys see that? Cool. Hyatt Zilara Rose Hall, Montego Bay, Jamaica. I looked this place up. It's pretty freaking amazing. Have you guys looked it up yet? Yeah? Yeah, I see a couple of you like, yeah, I'm going. Yeah. And it's great, right? It's incredibly beautiful. It is a little bit of an older resort than the one that we went to, but older doesn't mean not as good. It actually just feels very historical. It's like very part of like the existing ecosystem around it. It's gorgeous when you're watching the videos. You want to go for sure. So, what? I don't know. I'm not going to comment on political action being taken in Jamaica. But thank you. Should have been in politics. So here we go. So we launched today at the GSM. The incentive begins on the 17th, which is when? A week from Sunday. When does Scoop start? A week from Sunday. 17th. The 18th is the Sunday for the ship day. Yeah. So a week from Sunday. So start making your plans now. You guys got a week 0. Make your plans of who you're going to attack. You guys know the rules. Go find the customers that are going to give you the biggest bang for your buck and start attacking those now. The incentive ends on 6/15. That does not mean that we will have results that day. So the person who emails me on 6/15 asks me where the results are, you lose in life. But we will announce before 7/3. Okay. And I would love, it is my most sincere pleasure. Actually, sorry, pause. Brian Smith, there's a red something on the table behind you. Could you bring it here, please? Yeah, could you bring it here? Don Thurston, join me. Join me in the front, please. And I know Jeff Hensley's sitting on a throne in OKC because his team is the undisputed best in Texoma. But there is an undisputed best individual contributor. And I would like to give you your king's robe. No, here we go. Here we go. The king's robe here. Yeah, there we go. Let's just do it. Don't worry, Blake's coming for your robe. I appreciate you, Don.
Oh, I get to keep this?
You get to keep it. I hope you wear it all day, if I'm being really honest. I can't wait. I hope he wears it camping. That's great. All right, and it's my pleasure, my great pleasure, to introduce my friend, Ben Nacho Libre Carter. Woo!
We go! All right, you need me? Okay, we good? All right, it's time to talk Scoop. Yes, go ahead. Take all the pics you want. I'll sign autographs later. So, Scoop, guys, how many new sellers do we have in the room? Raise your hand if you're a new seller to the organization. Look around. Look at all these new sellers, guys. How many have you never been a part of Scoop? Raise your hand. Oh, man, look at this, guys. We got a great group of people that get to see what Scoop is all about this year. Let's go through. There we go.
Hi, I'm Christy King, and I am the Culinary Operations Manager of VIA 313. My most important job is to maintain the integrity and quality of our product. How do we do that? We find quality products and we source them through US Foods. We want to bring back breaking bread with each other and having more intimate settings to share pizza, and that entails that the entire family can come. Everyone can eat. So clean labels, vegan options, gluten-free options are some of our highest priorities. So when we go to US Foods, we can receive those clean labels. We know exactly what we're getting. The Scoops products are wonderful to work with. Scoops products are a different level of quality. For example, we taste tested the gluten-free chicken. We put it in the oven, we take it out, and I take a bite. I'm like, wow, this is so good. I was like, you should try this. I turn around and my entire team is behind me and they're all taste testing and the batch is gone. We're like, okay, we're gonna make another one. Most of my team forgot that it was gluten-free in general. So we're like, oh, this is a wonderful chicken parm sandwich. We put our marinara and extra cheese on it. And then we even chopped it up and we put it inside one of our salads as a gluten-free chicken option for our guests. And it was fantastic. Something that US Foods does a really great job with as well is making sure that we're staying ahead of the curve. We're bringing in trends. We have a pizza called the Big Dill, and we were looking for a pickle product. Scoop sent us this thick kosher dill pickle. It was fantastic. It was already sliced. It's gonna save us on labor. I think that's the most exciting part about Scoop's new Scarlet Butter Lettuce. So it's like smooth and silky and then a touch of bitterness just to play off of the sweetness. The Scarlet Lettuce itself is a beautiful product. It's created this whole new salad in our restaurant that adds color and vibrance and texture. That is a really exciting product to add to new menus. RTMs help us in all different scenarios. Sitting down and riffing with your TM is some of the best memories because there's so much ideation, so much knowledge, and so many brilliant people at US Foods that want to share their knowledge. And building that support and relationship with our teams has really helped the success of our brand as well.
All right. How does Scoop help our customers make it, guys? That was one of the things she talked about. Anybody, raise your hand. Old timers, raise your hand. Scoop, Donald, how does Scoop help our customers?
Unique items.
Unique items. There it is. There it is. Nobody else has them, guys. First to market premium products driven by customer, guys. Solves customer challenges. Most of the Scoop items you will see today solve the customer challenge of, hey, I don't need to, gluten-free chicken. You'll taste that today. One of the items that we do taste. Labor, time savings. It's fantastic, and it's actually really good, too. I think you'll like that product. The turkey burn-ins is another fantastic product. You'll taste that one today, too. How many Scoop products have been launched to date? Does anybody know? Does anybody know? Launched to date. Take a wild guess. Throw some numbers out there. 600, 400, let's see. 700 products have been launched to date, guys, with a 75% stick rate. When you want to make your customers sticky, show them Scoop. It works every time. You've got 335,000 customers, and to the bottom line, we've taken $5 billion of Scoop products since Scoop launched. So it's pretty impressive. Menu and ingredient trends, societal trends, and industrial trends. Those are the three things that Scoop tries to say, hey, we encompass these things. We make it easier for you guys. Every single product you're going to see today is trending. I mean, every single one you can use, cross-utilize. I've got a couple ideas on some more we'll show in the breakouts today. Discovery Scope. So how many of you guys know how the process of Scoop is? So right now, the Fall Scoop, they're working on the Fall Scoop right now. So new sellers, this Scoop was actually worked on about last spring. So they're always, give or take, about 8 to 9 months ahead of schedule as far as trying to test the products, getting the products out. The Discovery and Scope is the first stage. The formulation and plant trial is the next. Any guys going to Steps here in another week? Rosemont? Raise your hand if you're going to Rosemont. You'll actually see the product development team out there do some fantastic stuff. Meet those guys. Say hello to those guys. It's a great group of people. Yeah, tell them I said hi. You'll like them. Then they go to the packaging part of it and then the launch part of it. And there's no shortage of inspiration, guys. These are some of the places that we find our inspiration. when we do launch Scoop. Leading marketing materials, you guys, and how many of you guys know that if you go on your US Foods website, you can actually print Scoop recipes? Did you know that? So if you don't know, if you're a new seller and you want recipes and ideas, all the chefs across the nation have gone in there and put recipes in. So any item that you see today that you think, how could I use that? Go into your US Foods site, and under you'll see it under the Scoop part of it. It'll show recipes, and it'll show you recipes for everything that we show today. All right, these are some of the ones that we've had in the past. Raise your hand if you use Del Pasado, that cheese. If you've used it, if you show it to a customer. Raise your hand if they're still using it today since we've launched it. Quite a few. There's Chefline chorizo. Anybody use that chorizo? It's a fantastic product. So this is what we were talking about. 70% of your customers will be sticky if you put Scoop in their face. All right. So the expertise, where does the expertise come? It comes from you guys. You guys allow the customers to be the R&D team. You guys also make better profit selling Scoop. It also has a retention for selling Scoop. And then last but not least, it's exclusive to us, exclusive to US Foods. Guys out in the market, nobody has this. Cisco doesn't have this, do they? So they don't have anything like this, guys, so it's exclusive to us. How many times have you heard, I make everything in-house? Raise your hand. Yeah, Kat's smiling. She's heard that several times and stuff. That's an excuse, guys. It's an excuse because they say, well, we make this from scratch, we make this from scratch. We're going to show you some products today that if you'd made it from scratch, it'd take a lot of time. We're going to take the guesswork out of it, take the time, the labor out of it, and show you some great products on that. I don't have any room on my menu and stuff. I'll show you some stuff today that we can cross-utilize. It's where if you have one product, we can use it for 2 or 3 on their menus. All right. Define well-being. What is well-being, guys? How do we define it? We define it with Scoop, with plant forward, clean label, gluten-free, and self-care. I like the end of self-care. That's fantastic. So, you know, that really hits home. And stuff. Gluten-free, I will tell you, is on the rise. If you don't, a lot of people may not like plant-based stuff, but gluten-free is not going anywhere, and it's only getting better. The items that they're producing are only getting better, too. Plant forward, 53% of diners are open to plant forward, and on that. Gluten-free, no signs of slowing at all, and it's supposed to predict to double by 2032 and stuff. That's why we're leading the way in that. 70% of U.S. customers want clean label snacks. How do you hear that all the time, guys? You know, what's the ingredients on this and stuff? They want clean label. Our customers are asking for this stuff. Serve Best. Well-being, 1,700 products to date on Serve You. Sustainable products, we've produced over 950 different products, and locally grown, we have 900 plus growers and producers to help contribute to Scoop. So Scoop wins for you, guys. It's plain and simple. It gives you something to talk about with customers. We deliver quality, and Scoop cases average higher profit per case. You'll see that today. When we do the breakout sessions, they have it broken down in each section that you'll see on the cost of it as well. Let's go in here. So this should give you an example of this. Kelly, she's got 50 customers, makes $1,730 a week, $90,000 a year. On track to hit case growth, EB, and cookbooks. This is her scenarios, guys. You see if she has scenario 1, scenario 2, and scenario 3. Just solid MB. Scenario 2 is Scoop EB, and then scenario is per 250 accounts. You see that the money changes every single time. It almost dang near doubles every single time except the last. So adding Scoop to your truck and to your orders is going to profit you, I promise. All right. Based on a sneak peek at customers' conversations, which products will your customers order most? Tiffany, I don't know if they can do this on here. Where's Tiffany at? They can? Okay. So go ahead and hit that, guys, and it's going to ask you to follow the stuff. Everybody got it? Anybody not have it? Okay. Yeah. And I think you're going, it's going to ask you questions, which Scoop items do you think the customers will want the most on that? All right. We're good on that one, Tiffany? Okay. This is it, guys. This concludes our live stream for today. Oklahoma, go have a good time today. Tiffany will take over from here.
Yep.
There you go.
Thank you, everybody. Have a great GSM.
Let's see if I can squeeze through here.